All right, Dr. Greg here with you again at FitRx Health and Wellness, and I have another patient testimonial. I feel like it's better to hear from the actual patients than just hear me, talking all the time and telling about what we do. One of the services that we offer is hormone pellets, and so have somebody here that's going to talk a little bit about her journey. So appreciate you joining us, and tell us just kind of what. I know you've been on pellets for a pretty good while, but tell us what kind of symptoms you were having prior to starting your pellets, if you can remember that.
I've been doing pellets for like 10 years. And before that, I was having severe night sweats. I mean, I'd have to wring out my nightshirt. It was so bad. Hot flashes, just kind of tired all the time. And when I was talking to you about it, you had mentioned that maybe that was, I didn't realize at the time that that was menopause, and you had suggested hormone pellets.
Okay. So since getting on the hormone pellets, what improvements have you noticed?
The first thing I noticed was it helped the night sweats. That was the most severe of all of the symptoms. Then I noticed that the flashes were going away, and then some added benefits were the irritability. I didn't realize that I had become really short and irritable. Okay. And so when I started seeing some of those improvements, I was really pleased.
Any other benefits that you received that you weren't expecting?
I did not realize that the brain fog and all of the indecisiveness that I was having was probably some of the menopause. And so that improved. And I had more stamina. Is that the right word? Stamina. And strength. I didn't realize that all of that was combined in something that I had been lacking from my hormones and menopause.
Yeah. A lot of women don't even know that hormone pellets are an option. They don't hear it, unfortunately, from their gynecologist, who a lot of them just want to be put on. If they do anything at all, they just want to be put on like pills. Do you remember what made you decide on actual hormone pellets versus the more kind of conventional options?
I've talked to some women when I go to the gym, and they do shots, or they'll do the creams, and they fluctuate a lot, and they have to do it all the time. And so when you and I talked about the hormone pellets, and you said, once we get your dosage figured out, then we can keep it steady, and I won't have to keep going up and down on my pellet, or on my dosage, as far as like if I were to do a shot or a cream.
Okay. Why trust us? Why do you choose me to get your hormone pellets?
Well, first of all, I've been seeing you for about 10 years.
A long time, yeah.
A long time. But because I've been seeing you for so long, I know that you are aware of where my testosterone and estrogen should be, as well as my personality and what you think I need. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
If
somebody's listening to this, or women have contemplated, doing hormone replacement therapy or pellet therapy, but just maybe hadn't quite, taken that next step, what would you say to them?
Do it. I like I said, at the gym, we've been working out together, this group of women and I, and they're starting to notice some of the perimenopause and menopause. And that's the first thing I tell them is, oh, well, have you gone to your doctor and talked about getting on pellets and checking your hormones? Because they don't realize that that's probably what's going on with them.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, appreciate you talking with me. So you've heard it from an actual patient. If you know anyone who needs to hear this, or you want to contact us, information is in the notes here. So I'm Dr. Greg, and we'll talk to you next time.